First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And you look at this Saints defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Pickett. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Pickett to throw on first down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You talk about this Lions defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Saints had 8-3 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Blue is striking. Blaster, 6. Smack, red.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Claw, 10. Rail, yellow. Claws, red. Green, jack. Spike, white.
Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Pickett. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A give to Williams, running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They run it again with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Now 2nd and 5.
22 needle. Red, cycle.
Throwing now is Lance. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cycle, 3-3. Black shot
For us Saints.
Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll hand it off now. Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The man in motion is Brown. On third down, here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Brown, the motion man right. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second down, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards there for number 15.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. and they get one here in the passing game.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Steel, black.
Here's Lance to throw it. And complete right side to Cook. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
10 cycles. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Ready up. Blaster, stay.
A final shot before half for Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Big strides, look at him go. Travis Kelsey, touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Kelsey, 81 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Pickett. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To the air on first down with Pickett. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Back to throw, Pickett. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Red. Green jacket.
The Lance going to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Go pink. Right. Right. Red. Cycle.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, black shot. Black ultra.
And Lance now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Blue, go. Slide blue. 6. Meta. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready. Drill green.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Yellow, blue, yellow. Blue, strike.
To throw, it's Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Williams. Fighting him off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This is 2nd and 8. Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Pickett going to keep it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter.
Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Go red. Claws red.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lance again.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now Lance.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. That is caught. He'll have the 1st down and more than that.
Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Lance looks to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Right. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a two-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head